Artificial intelligence, once a vision of the future, but now a growing part of our everyday lives. It's not just dancing robots. From 3D printing to artificial beehives, the potential of new technology is limitless. But while we may think that machines are more efficient than people, new research has thrown up some worrying results, especially when it comes to facial recognition software. Joy Buolamwini has been researching prejudice in tech, and her work is on show in this new exhibition at London's Barbican.
So this is the experience I had that kind of started it all. I was a grad student at MIT working on a project that used face detection, and you saw it work well on my friend's face. When it came to my face, it didn't work so well until I put on
the white mask.
Yes, the white mask, right? And so
it worked perfectly.
So here you see different examples of iconic women being mislabeled. So this is Serena Williams on the cover of Wired saying the future needs to be more diverse and more inclusive. And then we have Face++, Chinese companies labeling her male. And here we have Michelle Obama.
Joy realized the problem had the potential to cause serious harm.
I read another report that showed with self-driving cars, when they tested pedestrian tracking, it was less accurate on darker-skinned individuals than lighter-skinned individuals.
Joy believes this bias is because of the lack of diversity in the data used in teaching AI to make distinctions.
As I started looking at the data sets, I learned that for some of the largest data sets that have been very consequential for the field, they were majority men and majority lighter-skinned individuals or white individuals. So I call this pale male data. And if you have a lot of pale male data, you're destined to fail the rest of the world, who I call the undersampled majority, people and women of color, because they're not even included. And right now we have to make sure we prioritize inclusion and we prioritize ethics.
And people are listening. This week, San Francisco police issued a ban on facial recognition technology in policing. But what is the UK government doing about it? Already, a task force has been set up to advise on best practices and ensure new technologies do not discriminate.
How you guys doing? How's it going? I'm here, back in the mix. I've been gone for a while, but you know, you guys subscribe, hit the like button, and Ride Out Homes. This December quarterly, it's been looking good until the end of this week right now, where everything just died on me. But you know, profit's been good, income's been good, process serving, what else, real estate been staggering dead, notary standard, what's the other stuff, property inspection, I got orders coming in, been staying busy. And I might get into property preservation, where you go and clean up the property due to a hazard and everything. You hire a crew to go down there and fix it up. So, but the problem is that they're always giving me like really, really far away. They're telling me to go to like Long Beach and San Bernardino, and I'm like, I live in LA County. Goddamn, that's too far, you know. So it's growing. That's what I was talking about. If you saw my latest movie videos, I talked about growing, and that's what I'm doing right now. So I could get better loans, better tax cuts, and grow. So that's what's going on right here. But it's been going good with notary, property inspection, loan processing, you know, and I might be forgetting one, LifeScan, working on it. So we're working, and that's how it's going right now, you know. And that leads me to talk about one of the things right now that I'm seeing. I'm very disturbed because everything comes back to real estate, believe it or not. and you can't get around it. Okay? Now, what's really destroyed the black community right now, and what's going on in is single motherhood, rap music, okay? Because I thought with this stuff that's going on right now, I thought that the LGBTQ was there to help people come out of the closet and say, hey, I'm gay, okay? I thought that's what it's there for. What happened? We all knew that half of these entertainers were homosexual, okay? So what's the problem? If T.D. Jakes, the preacher, is gay, why don't you just come out and say I'm gay? What is he hiding about? The Vatican Church already said it's okay. We accept homosexuals. We accept men sleeping with men, women sleeping with women. They even changed the tax laws to say that if you get married to the same gender, you can still write it off. You can still claim it as dependent or whatever. So what are you hiding?
Pope Francis is now announcing that Roman Catholic priests can administer blessings to same-sex couples with some exceptions. It's a massive change in Vatican policy, with Vatican officials saying that those seeking God's love and mercy shouldn't be subject to, quote, an exhaustive morale analysis to receive it. However, the Vatican says that this should in no way be confused with the sacrament of marriage between a man and a woman. But the document says that requests for such blessings for same-sex couples should not be denied, full stop.
The U.S. House of Representatives on Thursday gave final congressional approval to legislation that provides federal recognition of same-sex marriages, a measure born out of concern that the Supreme Court could reverse its support for legal recognition of such relationships, coming after a turnaround on Roe v. Wade, which had legalized abortions nationwide since 1973. Democratic House Speaker Nancy Pelosi.
Since the Supreme Court's monstrous decision overturning Roe v. Wade, right-wing forces have set their sights on this basic personal freedom. We must act now on a bipartisan, bicameral basis to combat bigoted extremism and uphold the inviolability of same-sex and interracial marriages.
The Respect for Marriage Act, as it is called, passed the House with all of the chamber's Democrats and 39 Republicans voting in favor. 169 Republicans voted against it, and 1 voted present. The legislation won the support of LGBT advocates, as well as a number of religious organizations and entities, including the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, though many American religious conservatives still oppose gay marriage as counter to biblical scripture. Republican Congresswoman Vicky Hartzler broke down in tears on the House floor, pleading with her colleagues not to pass the bill.
I'll tell you my priority. Protect religious liberty, protect people of faith, and protect Americans who believe in the true meaning of marriage. I hope and pray that my colleagues will find the courage to join me in opposing this misguided and this dangerous bill.
The bill will act as a limited backdrop for the 2015 Supreme Court decision Obergefell versus Hodges that legalized same-sex marriage nationwide, allowing the federal government and states to recognize same-sex and interracial marriages as long as they were legal in the states where they were performed. But the narrowly written legislation makes concessions for religious groups and institutions that do not support such marriages, and it would not bar states from blocking same-sex or interracial marriages if the Supreme Court allowed them to do so.
Puffy is gay. He goes by Puffy, Sean Carter, P. Diddy, whatever his name is the next day. Okay? He's gay. T.D. Jakes is gay. Jamie Foxx is, they're gay or bisexual, whatever. in these Zionist wannabe Jews, Western European, they are allowed to be with a woman and have a boyfriend, and the wife knows about it. So what is all this secrecy with TD Jakes? If you're homosexual, it's already accepted in the church, in your Christian church. So you don't gotta hide nothing. And second of all, everybody knows it. Your whole family member knows it. Okay? So, what's the point? You know what I mean? If you like the same gender, you like the same gender. That's you. Don't let nobody come out, you know, and tell you whatever, because when you start denying it, what was the whole point of the LGBTQ? Why are you denying something that is true? It makes no sense, you know? And this has also caused, the homosexuality is also caused by single motherhood. Single motherhood causes this homosexuality because these boys don't have no father. They don't have no image in front of them. They don't have no man that can create them in their image, which is responsible, respectful, a man that takes care of his home and his wife and his household, just like the wife does. She takes care of the house and her family, but they don't have that masculine man in the house that's telling them what to do. And now these guys are going around saying they want their butt cheeks clapped. And I'm like, and they're on TV shaking their butts. And I'm like, what the hell is going on here? And then you look it up, oh, single motherhood. So they just need to come out. I mean, they don't even need to come out. If TD Jakes is gay, he's gay. I know he's gay. He looks gay, you know? And if he's hanging around this guy called Puff Daddy, that's wrong. Because you know rap, he called himself Bad Boys. And his history of killing and murdering and stealing and not paying people, if you're a Christian, you're not supposed to be hanging around people like that. Why the hell are you hanging around people who have, I mean, let me tell you what happened right here. I was on a TV show. I did Central Casting, all right? And I was outside. We did a beach scene, but we weren't at the beach. They took us to the desert, to Simi Valley. So they made it look like a beach. They gave it the beach look because that's what they do. They could make it appear like you're there. So there was a lot of there was a couple of black men, females, and they had a stand. Like we were at the beach in like a hotel at the back where they have a beach party with a swimming pool. So we're right there, and everybody's standing. And they got people who were in shape, who were fit. I was fit too. You know, we wore a little clothes that made it look like we're at the beach. And we're standing there. I was standing. So this is the scene. I was standing on the right side. There was other people around here. And there was somebody over here too. There was a guy right here. He was very muscular guy. So they put him right here. And then this was the stage. So it was a commercial for the drink that Puff Daddy promotes. Sarasco, whatever it's called. They told us about that. But, so I was standing there and I was around one guy and three girls, three females. So all of a sudden, I see a lot of the black men ran were started walking towards the right, towards where I was, and they were hiding. And one of the black bodybuilder that was sitting right here, he moved to the tree to hide himself. And I was like, what's going on? You know, in my mind. But I was still there talking because I was keeping an eye open and everything. But then behind me, I felt like a heat, like my back started to burn. And I felt like a demonic presence. I felt like a demonic presence. You know what I mean? Because I've had this feeling a lot of times, even with my family member, because he does a lot of bad stuff. So when you go around him, you feel that demonic presence. I felt this demonic presence. And I looked behind me, it was Puff Daddy. And before that, a lot of people have told me that he's gay, he don't pay the people, he don't pay his musicians, stay away from him. And they've been telling me this since 2001. We've known this. We've known Puff Daddy not to pay people. We know that they've been saying Puff Daddy killed Biggie and Tupac. They've been saying that for a long time. So when those black people started moving, they had more information than I did because I was not really into rap. I'm still really not into rap like that. So they knew all the secrets, they knew everything. But I didn't know. And for me not to know anything and then have that demonic presence vibrate through my body and me seeing it and feeling it and then turning around and then seeing the man, and I didn't move, I didn't do anything, but I was like, God damn, that's a lot of negative feeling coming upon me. So I do know that that's an evil man. That's an evil dude. And look at the people he hangs around with. Zionists. You know, they claim to be Jews. You know, but they're from Western Europe. So I'm like, of course he's gonna be like that. Look at the people he hang around. They're all murderers and thieves. You know, they print free money. They print free money. Free money. I need 200 million. Oh, here you go. Because they're all related. They all know each other. You know, no interest. Pay it back when you can. You know, that's how Puffy got rich. He joined their community. One of the stuff is that you gotta be homosexual. So he's homosexual. He's killing everybody, whacking everybody. He was given 100 million. He took that money and went and bought real estate. You know, he's making 90 million a year. He paid it all. I don't know if he paid it back or whatever, but you know, you got to trace it back from where he comes from. You know, and that's what they do. They get free money, they kill people, and they're homosexuals. So, you know, it's not new. The only problem is that he's just whacking people. He goes around, everybody knows that he kills people. He don't like paying people. You know, it's very disturbing what's going on these days. So, you know, 2024 is coming along. It looks like every year comes along, it gets worse and worse for some people, you know, but everybody's just keeping their head up and moving forward. The cost of living is extremely high, and inflation is what's being used with the price gouging. So we all just gotta hang in there and keep on pushing it forward and stop making the mistakes that we've been making. We just keep on making the same mistakes over and over again. It's time we stop, you know, and move forward with doing something new, you know, that benefits us. And always remember, remove yourself from the public, you know, start a business, use your EIN number, you know, get yourself out the system. And remember, you know, you got to know who your community representatives are, who your secretary is, who your mayor is, who your attorney is. You know, get to know them first before you start voting, you know, for a president, because the president is only in charge of the military, you know, and they could pass some laws that benefit us like Trump did. But in the meantime, start getting involved in your community. That's the best thing you can do. Start getting involved in your community, because you see what's going on in Chicago. It already happened here in LA. So we all know how it works. And the biggest enemy in the United States, corporation, but the biggest terrorist in America is the Democrat Party. So the Democrat Party is they're the problem. All right, y'all. Take care. Talk to you guys later. Have a good time.